Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Near Disney, where we bring you the best of everything that's going on within a 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle. Me and Dream Team co-host here, Sue Koptiev with Florida in Motion Realty, have quite a lot of awesome information to share. But first, got to cue the theme song.
Yeah.
Just air guitar and headbang to that, right? That's fun. We gotta keep that whimsical spirit of Disney, just like Tinkerbell would be proud of.
Yes, you would.
So I'm Elijah with Florida in Motion Realty, sitting in the host chair tonight. The Wednesday show is just all about us, Central Florida real estate experts coming together in our Brady Bunch squares and sharing articles about new things going on. We've got some interesting building developments happening. We've got some good information on celebration, and we've got a really cool new listing that we want to share about you. That's I think it's an awesome price and an awesome
Mhm.
product.
It's a
Uh,
beautiful house. Yeah.
but in more national, big, impressive news, we have something that people have been waiting quite a while on for the housing market as a development here. So I want to pull this up to the stage. Today, interest rates were cut by larger than some expected. Some people thought 0.25. Nope, they're going with a more all-in approach, cut by half a point, 0.5. And so basically what we're seeing is that's going to give people a break on their interest rates when it comes to getting the mortgage. Some people were enjoying those rates that were happening for years around the pandemic and prior. This is the first cut that's actually happened since the pandemic, believe it or not. These 4 years have just felt like a blur, really, where suddenly it just kept going up and up, and people who were enjoying their rates in the twos and threes were suddenly having to deal with kind of a more historically normal increase that we're seeing. But who like you don't who wants to see that be the new normal for very
Right.
long?
Right.
So as it's saying here, Orlando Business Journal is reporting this. It says the medium home value has, stayed at record highs, but falling mortgage rates are making monthly payments smaller and more affordable.
Mhm.
So basically, with this decision to cut interest rates, they've dropped to the lowest levels in years. And in Florida, preliminary data from Zillow shows an average interest rate for 30-year fixed mortgage is about 5.5%, the lowest in recent history. And recent highs, like if you look back a year ago, we're getting up to 7.7%. So
Mhm.
basically, looking at this is a jumbo size cut. We've got some great relationships with lenders. If you want to see what that means for you and what that means for your increased a potential for purchasing power in this market and in Central Florida, it's a milestone, and we're going to be happy to navigate it together. But hey, here's to a big old bite out of interest rates to help you out in the housing market.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Awesome. So I'm actually going to turn it over to you in addition to another angle on the market. You found this interesting article from floridarealtors.org, Sue.
I did. So the half a point, it doesn't sound like a whole lot when you think about it, but it really does add up to significant savings in your mortgage rate and in that payment or in your mortgage costs and the payment that you pay every month of your hard-earned money. So one of the things that is going to kind of reflecting on what Elijah was just saying about, the Zillow, what they're reporting, they beyond the lower costs and the lower interest rates, there's a lot of metrics moving in the buyer's favor, but at the same time, there's still opportunities for sellers. So, especially now with the rates coming down, people are going to be more interested in purchasing instead of hanging on to maybe what they've got, or the people in the rental market who have been waiting for the rates to come down. So, some opportunities for buyers. I just wanted to highlight that is lower rates mean it's much more affordable. purchasing power is greater, and buying a house, may now fit into that buyer's monthly budgets where, a few months ago it just seemed out of reach. And homes are taking a little longer to sell, so that gives buyers more time to decide and more leverage in negotiations. You have to consider that, especially if you're buying a resale home. Inventory continues to slowly recover after years long shortfall. So COVID and, like Elijah just said, these last few years has seemed really long, but now we're in a situation where, the buyers are going to have more options. At the same time, for sellers, there's well-priced and well-marketed homes. They're still selling relatively quickly. Nationwide, it's about 20 days. That's going to be different depending on the region that you're in of the country. It's also going to be different depending on the price point. The higher the price point, the little bit longer it can take to sell a home sometimes. But that is on average, actually like a week faster than this time the year before the pandemic. So our lower mortgage rates, that definitely did fall. And 1/3 of the homes that sold in July actually went for more than the asking price. So
Wow.
that is a really good sign. That's a great sign right there, especially for the sellers. And 70% of sellers turn around and buy, which is great. That's great for the economy, and it benefits them. It benefits the buyer to give, to apply that what they've earned in their sale of their home to into the next home. So obviously making your mortgage payment a little bit smaller, that too. So
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you for bookending that news and kind of what it partially means for the future going forward and
mhm.
the real estate market. Was that your doggy scampering around in the background there? Or
Oh, did you hear his nails on the? I'm sorry. Yes.
honestly, for our listeners, just like to know that we're a very pet friendly channel. Sometimes
Yes, we are. And he's quiet. He's not barking, so I'm good with that. Yeah.
that's good. That's good. Sometimes my cat would jump up on the desk and so
Which we love.
well, that's good. It's good to be cute, then you get away with being bad, right?
Yeah. No
All
kidding.
right. Well, speaking of good for the economy, like you were saying, a local economy in the Kissimmee area just outside of Celebration got some interesting news. Something that's being called Ovation Entertainment Center is becoming closer to a reality in Osceola County. And well, this poster on Facebook is commenting that, yes, a very kind of ugly, eyesore, dilapidated hotel that really wasn't doing anything for people or residents or the economy or anything has been sitting there far too long for our taste, and some
Mhm.
coming in. We'll say so. Osceola County Board of County Commissioners has approved a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) with the Myers Group Partners Acquisitions to begin negotiation for the redevelopment of the former Orlando Sun Resort and Spa property located near the I-4 and the 192 interchange. So this proposed redevelopment is called Ovation, and it's not to be confused with the Ovation planned like community kind of development that's out in the Winter Garden area. This is just happens to share that name, being in
Mhm.
Kissimmee near to the Celebration area. But this would transform that large expanse of resort property that's not in use into a multi-use hotel and entertainment district, enhancing tourism and increasing the county's ad valorem tax roll, providing long-term benefits for the community. It's going to include hotels, live entertainment shows, restaurants, conference spaces, and more. There are some concept renderings that show that, wow, this is going to look like a hip, cool space. Kind of reminds me like when you're walking around the Disney Springs area and some cool renderings here of.
I was just thinking the same thing when you come down the escalator, that just reminds me of that.
I would just love to have an experience like that nearer to Celebration, even closer than Disney Springs itself, which is darn near close. I mean,
Yes,
it's
very
already
close.
minutes away. So, I mean, it's improving US 192 area, improving things to do in Kissimmee, and adding experiences within reach of Celebration residents. That all sounds like music to my ears. So we will definitely keep you updated on this. Hope it goes well. Hope it's a smash hit success and it just brings life to our community. Basically, they're saying here that the renderings detailed on the company's website show the plans to include more than 800,000 square feet of retail and entertainment and a 4-star 500-room hotel on nearly 80 acres of land. So that's how much the room there is to work with to create all of these awesome experiences. So yeah, I'm happy about that.
Very nice.
So in addition to that, you've got some other information on new things being built and new things coming to the area.
I do. I'm going to throw out a teaser. A teaser. I was out with our amazing videographer yesterday at this location, Del Webb, Mineola, and I literally just was blown away. They have designed this area so just they're pulling in every aspect of this little hilltop that they are sitting on top of, and how there's views, there's a breeze blowing, you can see Lake Apopka there, I believe is what's in the distance. But it is going to be it's actually, there's 95 homes that are already occupied. There's going to be over 800 total, and they have an amazing range of homes, all great value for your money. The as if you can see there, there's 1,400 all the way up to over 3,500 square feet. But it's 3 home series, 15 different floor plans, and they've really just done an amazing job. We just walked into, from the first home to the last home, there's 5 model homes there, and you're free to visit it. Just check the hours on there and give us a call if you want to head out there. One of us will meet you there with no problem. I'll be happy to go back as often as I can, because like I said, what they're doing there is just phenomenal. They have a 17,000 square foot clubhouse, 2 stories, that they are currently is under construction. They just broke ground, and that will be completed the first quarter of 2026. So it is a little ways off. In the interim, they are setting up a temporary clubhouse area for the residents. So they do have, still have the access to things like that. You can see that pool that's going to be there. The clubhouse is going to have a bar, a restaurant. There's an amazing fitness center they have planned. So, but I've seen a lot of new construction. Elijah has seen a lot of new construction. This place is really just pulling in every possible, amenity and opportunity. And you can see biking, there's going to be gardening. I mean, it's just got it all. And, it's close enough to Disney. It's about 30 minutes if you want to, be somewhere in the arena of the parks, but you're not sitting right on top of it. There is new shopping in the area. There's a lot of expansion going on. It's a really exciting opportunity. And I have to say, there was one model that when both the videographer D and I walked into, we were like, whoa. I mean, it was just the design of it was so unique, and something that I don't think I've ever seen in model homes, anywhere. So, but it's a really fun place, really nice people to work with. And we've got, oh my gosh, 0 entry resort style pool and spa, dedicated lap lanes for people who are very serious about, swimming laps. That's great. Then you don't have to worry about bumping into anybody else. Pickleball and tennis courts, fire pit, community garden. They have a great, very touching Veterans Memorial Park there that you'll see in the video when I think we'll be airing that week after next. But it really touched home, because it just made me realize, we don't have any of this without what our veterans have done to protect our freedoms. And so, yeah, so Del Webb, Mineola, it's exciting. It'll be fun.
Absolutely, yeah. Please subscribe so that you can catch that evergreen video that we're creating. Beyond, we saw the proprietary just sort of slideshow from the the community website there, but I mean to actually get on the ground there and experience it with us as your guide. That's
Yes.
awesome. And if you have more questions about that, Sue's phone number is right there. She worked hard to go there for you, get out there and put that information together. So please catch that. We want to show you all the new stuff that's coming in to Florida as well, all the real estate opportunities. So, with that said, we'll kind of bring it back to some more of the cool things happening in Celebration, Florida, the town built by Disney. That's really close. Um, there's this cool part of town that was built out called Celebration Point. It added a significant percentage to the restaurant and shopping opportunities that are there for dining experiences in the ventricle of Celebration. And one of the really cool additions is Celebration Brewing Company, and they've got this post here called Bippity Boppity Bam, and that's just this new beverage that they're advocating for the Bippity Boppity Blonde is a 5.6% ABV golden ale with some notes of honey, fresh bread, and just the dash of citrus. So if anyone's going to use our near Disney branding kind of fairy godmother stuff in their new drink, we want to give them a shout out. We want to give also another shout out to an event that's coming up. We usually cover some things that are going on specifically for Celebration on Monday night, but this event's happening next Monday, so we just didn't want it to be too late. Mark your calendars for September 23rd and be part of a brewing milestone. They're doing $5 beers all day, starting at 11:30. Live music, entertainment, food, and even some face paintings there. Lane's boyfriend from Seinfeld will be the first in line, right? Putty.
Hey, beer and face painting. I mean, seriously, that's a day. That would be a fun day. I'm sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, start marking your calendar for that. That's the Celebration Brewery. So anywho, we
Mhm.
just wanted to share all that with you. I think that was about the gist of what we had planned for tonight.
I think so.
And well, if any other questions arise about all things near Disney, any
Oh,
real estate questions? Oh, we got a question?
don't you have the video of the listing?
You are very right. We are very fortunate that we have a really exciting new listing that we want to talk to you
Yes.
about in Celebration. So you can be very near to the Celebration Point and be one of those norms in the style of the Cheers TV show on the Celebration Brewing Company. But it's 908 U Court. That's YEW, not YOU, but it's still good for you. In Celebration, Florida. It's an awesome floor plan called the Arabella Classic. This home was the model of its kind when it came out, and it shows so beautifully. So I'm going to let this video speak for itself with this listing, and then we'll go over some more points at the end about what we saw that made it special. All right, how special. What a beautiful home. What a amazing listing opportunity. So that is 908 U Court, tucked away on a private street in South Village of Celebration. Really beautiful area that has access just around the bend to an awesome park, the Heritage Hall Community Center, and beautiful, nice pool as well. And like we saw, as being the model home, this is a floor plan that many people in Celebration ask before by name as the Arabella, known for those soaring ceilings that you saw and that Victorian style that's very enchanting that reminds people of some of the magic of Disney as well. That was a 2,149 square feet, 3-bedroom home, had some good side yard space to hang out with and sit out and enjoy the nature outside. So really at an incredible price of 799,000. That is a very rare price point to hit for getting that kind of quality, for getting the model. It's just a great opportunity, I would say. So if you want to couple that in tangent with this new news on the interest rates cut, we would love to put you in touch with some incredible lenders and would love to schedule an appointment for you to see that incredible home. So with that, I think Sue's microphone is muted. But
just in case the dog got up and walked away again. No, I was just saying it's a very charming home.
Oh yeah, those are just wood floors, no carpet inside. Just shows so well. Has some of those flourishes and embellishments. Lets in a lot of that beautiful natural light. So with that, thank you for reminding me. I don't know how it almost barely didn't show it, but that's why 2 heads are better than 1. 2 Brady Bunch squares are better than just me.
Oh, not always.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes good if I'm here, so then you can do other things with your evening.
No, I love being here. This is fun. I really enjoy it.
We do. It's a highlight. It's a highlight of our week every week, and we're so happy to continue to bring this content to you. That's why I just encourage you to like and subscribe so we can keep doing it, keep having fun. And with that, catch us this Friday. We're going to bring you some more great information. And I'll leave it to Kim Hawk, the fairy godmother of real estate, to sign us off.
Good night, everybody.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.